Today we're going to be building a Budget Mini-ITX system. Now we do want this system to be able to play all the games that are currently available. We still want to keep the price nice and low as well. So what we're going to do is jump into the Mwave website to see what tools are there to help us out. The tool we're going to be using today is the Custom PC Configurator. Now how this works is it allows you to customize every part of your build, giving you a whole list of compatible components. If you do want an even easier route, there are a whole bunch of R2Gs that are already pre-made for you to select, amongst a bunch of other tools to help you out. Now we want to select the perfect starting block for us. So we're looking for a Mini-ITX system, and this Mwave Masterbox is the perfect fit for us. Inside we'll find the full list of all the components we've selected. Do keep in mind that there is a copy of Windows 11 in here and also the custom PC assembly. So if you do want to build it yourself, then what I recommend is grabbing all the parts and putting into a share cart and purchasing it that way. If you want to save yourself the hassle, you can always get our expert team of builders to build it for you. But before we install anything, we're going to have a quick look at those parts and talk about exactly why we've picked them for our build today. So starting with the motherboard, this is a Gigabyte AORUS Z690i. Main reason we've picked it is a Mini-ITX form factor, which is what we want for this whole build. For our CPU today, we have the Intel Core i3-12100F. Now for a budget gaming PC, this CPU is more than okay, with 4 cores, 8 threads, and a nice boost speed of 4.3 GHz. We've gone with the F variant, which means we get to save a little bit of money. We have a graphics card in our system anyway. Again, for what we're building, this is a big thumbs up. If you are looking to do more CPU intensive stuff, like say editing or streaming, that's when we do recommend maybe looking into an i5, 7, or even a 9. Moving on to our memory, our system is going to have 2 sticks of Corsair Vengeance, giving us a total of 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now 16 gigabytes is a nice sweet spot for any casual gamer, and this specific RAM comes at a nice price, being DDR4. We are going to need some storage for our system, and today we have a very nice 1TB Kingston NVMe M.2 SSD. This here is PCIe 4.0 and has a very nice read and write speed of 3500 and 2100 megabytes per second. So our CPU is actually quite low powered and does come with a stock cooler, which is more than fine to use. However, stock coolers can sometimes be a little bit louder, which is why we've chosen to go with the aftermarket cooler. This here is the Cooler Master Hyper 212. It will keep things nice and cool and just a little bit quieter. The case we've chosen for our Mini-ITX build is the Cooler Master Masterbox NR200. This is actually one of my favorite Mini-ITX cases. Not quite the cheapest on the market, but it does have heaps of great features, including great cooling, and it supports all the components we've selected. Powering our system today will be this Cooler Master VSFX power supply. That is the form factor required for this case. It's also 650 watts, 80 plus gold efficiency, and it's fully modular, which means we won't have quite as many cables inside our system. The power supply is always something you shouldn't cheap out on, even in a budget build. So 650 watts is actually above our system requirements, but it's always best to play on the safe side. Additionally to the 2 fans included with this case, we have chosen to add 3 120mm white RGB fans from Phanteks to further increase the airflow through the system. With the graphics card being our last component to install, we're just going to do a little bit of cable management just to make our life a little bit easier. And last but not least, we have the Sapphire NITRO Radeon RX 6600 XT. This 8GB video card is one of the best price to performance currently available on the market. Be able to smash all the games currently available, a perfect fit for this Mini-ITX budget build. Alright, now to clean up the rest of the cables, make it look nice and pretty. here we are, all done. Now it is a budget Mini-ITX build, and we did say it can play all the games currently available, so let's see how it performs against some more popular titles. We wanted to challenge our Mini-ITX system and push it through a variety of different games. Overwatch 2 on epic settings needed to deliver roughly 144 to 165 FPS at 1080p. This would be a good score for me, and we scored pretty much dead center with 155 frames through an entire game, despite losing the match. Afterwards, we cranked up Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. We're running the recommended settings based on our system. It's got a much larger map, and I'm not expecting as good of results. However, we did still manage to get 100 FPS through a whole game, and I even extracted. This means the score is 1-1. Note to self, when playing on a new system, I should probably reset my key bindings. And that final boss battle for our Mini-ITX system is of course Elden Rings. We dared to run this at the maximum settings at 1080p and succeeded, hitting that in-game cap of 60 FPS and no mercy from our enemies, just like the game was intended to be played. That puts the final score at 1-2, and that's a loss. I'll play better next time. And that's it for today. For a budget PC, especially considering it's a Mini-ITX, we're definitely more than happy with the performance. If you'd like to find out more about this PC, any of the parts, or the Mwave configurator, it'll all be linked down below. If you just have any questions, let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching.